Let's get it, Cruz Show. Real 92.3. Lil Rel is back on the Cruz Show. My guy, how are you, bro?
I am good. How you doing?
You doing well, man?
I'm doing very well.
You looking healthy. You looking good,
Thank
man.
you.
Amazing.
Well, man.
Thank y'all so much.
You working so much you forget to eat.
Because I be trying to find it, like, you know when people like talk about you when you look good and you your best
Yes,
look,
sir.
and I be trying not to call the people fat. It's like, so do we do insults?
No, I know, right? What do you say back?
Because I'm like, yeah, I do. I eat what I want, but I work out every single day.
Every day, that's
and
great.
guess what? I'm mentally healthy.
That's right.
And
Oh,
that
that's
is
most
the
important.
key. That is what makes this happen.
Yeah, because you can look physically fit, but if
And
your
your mess
mental
upstairs,
is
yeah.
My skin
upstairs,
is clear for a reason.
That's
I
right.
got you, man. That's great.
If I had loose skin, then y'all should be worried.
is this the most clarity you've had in your whole life mentally?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
just learning to not react to everything.
Wow.
You know, like
That's
I don't
important.
even read comments no more.
That's some grown man shit.
No, for real. I'm really
important.
just literally, you know, I think since the last, I'm engaged. You know, so
Yeah, that's
like
right.
you know, like
Congratulations.
life is just beautiful and different now.
That's
and I
great,
love
man.
that. Yeah.
You know, we were talking with your people off camera.
My
backstage.
people? No,
yeah,
I'm
your
good.
people. You're always working, Lil Rel. I mean, it's just nonstop. This work ethic is crazy. I haven't seen someone with this kind of run in a long time, man.
Wait till I see this directing run. I'm about to direct my
go.
first
Wow.
feature
That's
in a
right.
couple months. So that's a whole nother life, and it's been fun. I've been on the workaholic side of that too. So.
If you ever need to cast any Latinos, man, you know what I'm saying? Cruz and I.
That's right.
I'm serious. All right.
We're ready to work too.
Like, all
We'll
right.
pay you to do it. That's how bad
We'll
wanna
pay
do
you
it.
to cast us.
Yo, for real, man. Check is yours, my chick.
Like, no, we'll give you the money to cast.
What made you want to welcome that challenge, you know, that director role? And
I've always wanted to do it,
Yeah.
but I like the fact that I have more control, right? And so, like, you know, doing all these movies I've done over time, like, I could do this, and I would love to do this. So it's now it's like, all right, bruh, here's your chance. You've been talking all this stuff,
Yeah.
all the time. Let's see if you could do it. And so, and also too, just like the process has been fun. I am a workaholic,
Yeah.
So just having all these different roles with directing, it's been great, man. I love like having that know everything.
Congratulations, man. We're constantly learning, right?
Yeah.
We're never done learning.
Never done that.
We gotta learn every day. I think if you think or believe you're done learning, you're done. You're cooked.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Yep.
You know, you're dead where you stand, I guess, right?
Yep.
You gotta learn. We grown now. I saw it last night. Congratulations. What a movie, man.
Thank you.
The ending, I'm not gonna spoil it, but dog, like it had me in tears. I got 2 sons, you know what I mean? I got 2 boys, and I just saw that and I thought to myself, like, wow, like that really is what it is.
You know what's
Without saying
crazy?
too much.
When I first saw the finished cut of it, because when I shot it, I think I was doing another thing at the same time, so I was kind of in and out. And I read the script, but like seeing it, I actually teared up a couple times.
Yeah.
Watching it.
Nah, that conversation you had on the port, man.
Oh man, that's one of my favorite scenes. But even Journey's, like, you know, the scene where when the 2 boys kind of, you know, ditch school or whatever.
Yeah.
And just her, you could watch her trying to figure out as a parent, I'm mad, but I'm glad you're safe.
Right.
Watching her battle that it's so fascinating to watch, man. And so like it's a well acted film. Shout out to Blake and Gian. Those 2 young boys are great.
They did great. No, that reminds me. I remember when I was a kid, I got hit by a car. Right, not like it wasn't devastating. I'm here, but I was hit by a car. Right, and my dad hit me for getting hit by a car for embarrassing him.
You got to whoop it for being hit by a car.
Yeah, dog, like that. Like,
Before he did take you to the hospital first.
no, he didn't ask me if I was okay or not. He hit me first, and then asked me if I was
Didn't
okay.
I tell you not to walk in front of cars?
Right, and I'm like, all right, I won't do that.
fucking mental.
But that brought me that. I was like, I remember my dad, like whooped on me for getting hit by a car. It's like, yo. And another thing too is, you know, telling my kids, you're grown now. I have a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old. And I found myself telling my son, you're grown, but he's not grown. And I had to stop saying that because I don't want to rush his childhood.
And so that's what's funny with even my character saying that in the movie.
Right.
That's how worried they were after Dentrell got killed. And so for me, I grew up at that time.
Don't say too much.
Yeah, I mean, but it really happened. So
Right,
it's a true story.
It's
Like-
documented.
Yeah, it's documented. It's actually a thing. But yeah, you know, all of our parents were like that. And in a weird way, I did have to grow up a little faster than I was supposed to, because especially in the early 90s in Chicago at that time, you know, the movie actually depicts when we started seeing those stray bullets hit kids.
Yeah.
That's when it started. And so all our parents were worried about us. So we all did have to start looking at, like, you know, certain people like, dang, O'Brien got a gun. We got to stay away from him.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? It was
Yeah,
just
man.
stuff like that. It was kind of crazy now that I think about it.
Yeah, no, yeah. I remember my parents saying, you know, you're grown, and that was just to put us in a state of mind to protect ourselves, I think. Right? Yeah, man. Like make adult decisions and don't hang out with those kind of people. Right?
Yeah.
What's up, Leche?
Well, we're talking about grown. If you revisit some of your past, what was the first grown decision you think you had to make?
I think once again, maybe as a kid, I remember like it was like a random summer. I don't want to say random, but like where everybody was joining gangs in Chicago. Like all my friends, and it was weird because they was all recruiting them at the same time. Like it was like one day we're all just playing basketball and baseball and being kids, and then the next day you had like 7 to 8 homies that couldn't hang out no more because they like
There with the gang.
they gang banging.
Yeah, that happens
and
in LA, man.
That was a real decision to make as far as like, hey, I can't be around. And my dad and my mom, I had both of my parents growing up, so my dad was really adamant about it. You know, thank God he was around because everybody didn't have that.
Yeah.
It made it easier for them.
Just
to
go
be in
that
a
route.
Yeah, and so like for us, it was to make a decision like, dang, this is one of my good friends, but I can't be around this no more.
Yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah, like there was a summer break, and when we came back, some of the homies were in gangs. And that's just what it was.
It was what it was. Like,
was
it's such a
different.
crazy thing. Like, I think about it now, like, damn, that's wild. At the time, it was normalized. But now it's like, dang, because even for me making that decision, they had to make an adult decision at 13. That's crazy.
That's wild. That's
That
wild.
set the course for the rest of their life.
And it's a decision of survival.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, man. Growing up, I read you were in a lot of fights and you got robbed.
That
true?
wasn't a fight. I got robbed.
You got
I went in a lot of fights. I got robbed.
robbed. What did they rob you for?
So once again, it was a gang thing. It was a gang initiation, and it's so funny. I mean, my brother was laughing about this the other day because it wasn't even name brand shoes. These was Payless like Pro-Wings. Like I was like, bruh, you can take these if you want. You don't have to rob me.
You can actually buy these
I'll give them to you.
and we can be friends.
You think I like running these loud shoes? Because he was a loud, back in the day, they used to make them hard bottom Pro-Wing shoes. So I used to run cross country, and people used to joke, oh, we can hear Rel coming. Because you can hear my shoes tapping on concrete. Like, oh, he done caught up. He about to be in his third heat.
Hurry.
But for real, it was
you
some
getting
loud.
jacked for those?
I got, because and I remember him saying, like, I got to do it because I'm being recruited. Because you can see the older gang member watching him
Wow.
do it. But my dad and my uncle. So this made it funny. I'm like, okay, cool. You took the shoes, fine. I go home. I tell my father. He's like, oh, we got to go get the shoes. I'm like, no, you ain't got to go get the shoes. They went back and got these cheap ass shoes, and I had to wear them again. Them loud ass cross country shoes.
You're like, nah, they can have them.
They can have them. Please give me some more shoes.
Yo, I see the Death Row Records hat, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right? I mean, legendary label. Snoop is now head of Death Row Records.
Yep.
It's wild, right? Did you grow up listening to West Coast hip hop like that?
Hell yeah. I remember when Snoop came out, and I was in 7th grade, and we in Chicago.
Yeah, yeah.
And we all bought our plaid shirts, and we didn't even know that was y'all thing. We just saw
Yeah, yeah.
Snoop do it.
The Pendleton
with our
joints,
little
yeah.
buttons, and the school didn't know that was gang shit at the time. We was walking around like, yeah.
But dressed like Lil Essays.
But that's how we dress, because Snoop had it. That's
Yeah.
what Snoop wore. So like that was a thing at one time. It was so funny when that happened. I remember that.
You ever hang out with Snoop? Yeah, right.
100%.
Big time.
We did a movie together.
Yeah,
we
y'all
did
smoked? Like hung out?
I don't smoke, but I was high.
It's like inevitable, G.
Same, yeah,
You walk in a room where
Still
Snoop's at, you're
work
gonna
with
walk
Snoop.
out
I'm
hot.
a-
I'm gonna tell y'all
Both
something.
hot.
In movie history of anything I've ever filmed or anybody I've ever worked with, he's the only person I've ever seen a studio give a smoke break to.
Yeah, no, for real.
And for real, like I thought it was a joke. Like, no. It was like, nah, it's a part of my contract. I'm like, damn.
That's some
And wherever he goes,
It
he's
wasn't
allowed
even
to
lunch
smoke.
yet. It wasn't nothing.
some
It was-
icon
it was-
shit.
Nah, Snoop is Snoop, man.
Yeah, he gets the pass. Like,
And he loves sports, and I love that.
yeah, he does. Yeah. I mean, he's responsible for some NFL players now.
Oh, Snoop is Snoop,
Through his program.
his program is amazing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog. Yo, we grown now. So, the movie obviously hits, right? And it was first released in Toronto for the festival.
Yeah.
And then Sony bought it, right? And obviously, because it's a very important film, right? But what do you want in your heart? What do you want people to take away from this movie?
You know something? I love how it humanizes, especially at that time, the residents of Cabrini Green.
Sure, yeah.
I think, the way we see, I think the way they portray people in the projects,
Yeah.
especially as it was just these downridden and everybody was all messed up. But like in this movie, you see a real family.
Real family.
It was
Actual family.
most of families was like that actually. Most of the conversations they really talked at dinner. You know, a lot of the stuff, you know, we look at, nowadays everything's a little different now because, you know, the kids have more freedom. Everybody got their own rooms and all this other stuff. And I remember it was a time, even when I grew up, where you literally had real conversations at the dinner table. We all had to eat together.
I remember that. Yeah.
But I love how it humanizes them. And I love the way it shows it from the lens of these little boys just being kids in their environment where they didn't, it's almost like once again, we needed them to grow up too fast.
Yeah, they have to navigate through this world. And they're also thinking about leaving that world and how they're going to do it.
And that's interesting too, because I was talking to my publicist about this earlier today. Like sometimes we tend to think, especially when you're from that environment, oh, if I move to the suburbs or like out here to the valley and all this different stuff, things are going to be so much better. But sometimes it's not. It's some things that's better, but it's really not. Like I even though I grew up in a hood, I remember nobody broke in nobody's house.
Right.
They broke in stuff, but not in your home, though.
Right.
You know, you live in the suburbs of Valley. They breaking in your crib, and that feels more of a violation than breaking in my car or anything. Because that's my peace. That's my home.
Your solitude. Yeah.
It's so disrespectful. And I was like, damn. And we will run to go to these places thinking it's gonna be so much better, and it's like, this is almost worse.
Right. Yeah. And scarier.
It's
right?
scary.
Yeah,
I pay all this money, and that's what they're breaking in my crib.
Yeah, that's wild. that isn't necessarily happening in the hood. You're right. That's crazy.
First of all, if somebody broke in your house, everybody whipped that person's ass.
Yo,
they be like, oh, hold on, Ricky just broke in their house. Get the bat. Everybody whipping this dude's ass in the street.
Like when I was a kid, if you broke into my apartment that I lived in with my family, right? Like, yo, you're gonna have to see 14 people.
You're gonna have to see everybody apartment on this floor.
We all coming out. What's the line in the movie? You ever dream so big you feel awake? Yeah. Bro, that's a bar, man. Where that dream, and you've had those dreams, right? Coming up,
100%.
dog, hitting the stage, like you dream so big that it feels real, and it has to feel real to you.
You know, that's what I feel like I'm doing now. Life gonna life, because life is never perfect. But man, I'm living a dream. I really am, in every way you could think of it. And honestly, like even just, going to therapy consistently and just dealing with all this stuff. Even just physically waking up feeling good every day and making it a part of my lifestyle and my life. I just being better, and then I get to do what I love, man.
Right? Yeah, man.
I'm dreaming out loud every single day.
That's great. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Like you would pay to do this, you know?
I 100% would, but I enjoy that they pay me to do.
100%. Absolutely. What's up, legend?
Going back to the crib, what is your favorite room in your house?
My media room.
Man, what's that like?
That's where I watch all. Yeah. I'm a sports head, so like especially doing the NFL time. Everybody got the NFL Red Zone. And you got a nice television. You like, I'm here. You get out of church, you're like, well, this is what it is.
Yep, I'm here all day.
Do you host parties at your crib, or you rent out a space separately because you don't want nothing dirty at the house?
Nope.
That's good.
I don't
let nobody come over.
Let me tell you something. I've found a lot of peace. The only thing, what's funny? I get on the phone with my brother, and we doing literally the same thing. He's in Chicago,
really?
I'm in LA. And we'll literally, because we Bulls fans too, so you would thought we had a podcast or a halftime show. We literally call each other at halftime. Like, you see what the offense is doing?
You should record that, man.
Baby, but it's still, it's one of those things that still
feels. It's a private moment, right?
It feels like how when we grew up and we all was in the same room.
Yeah.
It's still the same. Sure. It's so weird, too, when you get grown and you and your brothers and siblings still have that. Because even when he comes to visit, we'll fall asleep in the same room.
Wow.
It's kind of weird. It's like we grow up.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And that's family right there. You say media room. We just saw Floyd Mayweather's media room. So it's a theater and a spa mix. You see yourself doing something like that?
I don't know.
Too much money,
is he in there getting his nails done and watching?
Yeah, he's in there getting his nails done and watching a movie, bro. And getting
his
massaged
toes
out.
done. Hello? Can somebody turn the TV for me? Because my nails ain't dry.
But men's grooming is very important, right?
I'm big on that.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta be, right?
Let me tell you something. I love a good massage, but I do get a manicure. And you know what's funny? I've never had a pedicure before, though.
I cut my own toenails. Like, I'll do get a manicure.
I'll clip my own thing, but I've never, set my foot in the bath and then the lady tickle me. And
None of that?
I've thought about it. It is so weird because I've done I I get facials and everything, but I ain't never got nobody to do nothing to my toes.
You gotta do that with wifey.
Garcia just paused your facials.
Garcia, we grown.
No,
We grown.
we grown now.
We grown now, Garcia.
You gotta pause that though. I don't care. I don't care how old you are. You gotta pause that, man. Yo, you heard the news about O.J. Simpson, man? He died, man.
Yeah, man.
That's wild. Like that news just
Rel's like, what the fuck?
shook everyone though.
Well, it's like quietly shook. Like nobody. It feel like nobody can say anything.
What do you say? Caitlyn Jenner said good riddance.
For real?
Yeah.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
For real?
Yeah. I mean, Caitlyn didn't know him, but Bruce did. Right?
Right.
So like, yeah. So I guess he's going off of that.
I tell you, sir, be careful what energy you put out there. You don't want nobody reacting to you that way.
Can you imagine, like, yo, you leave this earth and someone says good riddance?
Good
God
riddance.
bless.
Like, you may say it in his face.
yo, that's real.
Yo, Rel, to piggyback off what you just said, like, be careful what kind of energy you put out. Are you very intentional about that?
I'm very intentional about that.
Yes,
like,
sir.
I try my best, even when I walk in rooms now. It's even more intentional about it. Even walking on the set, just making sure my energy is right. And that's what I'm excited about directing my first movie. I'm like, I get a chance to do things maybe even a little differently than I've done as an actor and be more inclusive with everybody and make sure I speak to everybody and make sure, all these different things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Is there a director that you studied?
It's quite a few.
Yeah.
I mean, some of my favorites now, and it's a random one. Ava DuVernay is one of my favorite directors. I just love the way she does everything. Michael Jai White is one of the most underrated directors, right? Because doing movies like Black Dynamite and stuff like
Right.
Mike has and I've sat down with Mike. Michael Jai White is the most fascinating person in the world to me. He's like my favorite new friend. It's Michael Jai White.
That's right.
He's so interesting, man.
Yeah. Interesting, weird, or interesting, fascinating, or both?
All of it.
Yeah, I love that.
Because he like even when he go like he could go on like these rants about stuff. Even if we just talking fatherhood or something, he's like, but you can hear the toughness in the fatherhood talk. It's really interesting. And even we went to breakfast one time. It's like you kind of want somebody to start some shit with us.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want this. Michael Jai White take a sip of that coffee, and roundhouse you
Right now. And drop some knowledge on you.
and drop some knowledge. But he's so smart.
No, that's great,
He's so smart, and he knows his film and TV and everything really well.
Yeah, man. Do you bring stand-up everywhere you go? Is it in
so.
everything you do?
I think it is actually.
Yeah?
I think without even trying,
Because to your core, that's who you are.
that's who I am. And it's like breathing. Like stand up is one of those things. Like I can get on stage anytime, and it's
Like,
not
you
even
can drop in, right?
I can drop in and
do your
just
thing.
have fun and like, hey, that was fun. I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And freestyle?
Yeah, I freestyle
you've done
most
that
of the
before,
Most
yeah.
of the time is what I do.
Really? You just go up there? So you're not a writer in that way?
No, because
Damn, you're too talented, bro.
well, I don't know if it means because Sinbad is one of the greatest to ever do that.
Man, God bless, yeah.
Sinbad is one of those guys that can go up and just go, like his HBO specials. If you ever get a chance to even sit
Nah,
with him,
classic, legendary.
he was like, man, I didn't write none of that. And I'm like, damn, bro. But that's who he is. I went and saw a show. He did like 2.5 hours
Wow.
of stuff we just talked about 2 days before.
Off the dome, pause.
Yeah, I'm like, man, we just talked about this stuff.
No, that's crazy.
That is
You see yourself
impressive.
hosting an award show?
100%. I mean, I did versions of it, right? With
Sure.
the Oscars, I did the pre-show, and then
Yeah.
they had me when they didn't have a host that year. They had me. I got Glenn Close to do the butt and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I believe
But like being that guy.
no,
on stage
I'll be a great.
with the lights on,
I'll
bro.
be a great host.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is just because I know how to host. And, I think sometimes people come in with the wrong mindset. I'm going to roast celebrities and I'm going to do this and do that. No, just be funny and keep the show moving. That's why Trevor Noah's been doing a good job at it.
Yeah, he does a really good job.
He
Big
looks
Hero does a good job as well.
He's having fun. And Trevor's my favorite at it because he looks like he's having fun.
Yeah. Now, is that an act? Do you have to look like you're having fun?
No, I think find somebody who enjoys what they do. If you love movies or TV, like if you have me host the Oscars or the MTV Awards or even Celebration of Gospel, because I love gospel,
sure, for sure.
I'm going to really have a great time hosting those shows.
Wow. Yeah. No, you would kill that.
I know I was. They so scared of comics now. I'm like, but y'all ain't asked
are.
me. You didn't ask me.
Why? Why are they scared of comics?
because of the old heads.
What do you mean, bro?
Because like they old now, so some of the stuff they just meaner. And so it's like, get somebody who actually loves this and don't want to be mean.
Yeah. Doesn't want to tear the room apart.
Yeah, I don't want to be mean.
No, you just want to entertain.
Just want to have fun.
That's it. That's great, man. Do you drink before shows?
No,
Or
I
used to?
haven't had a drink since December 1st.
God bless, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, and it's weird. I didn't put a time frame on it. It's like I really even been like, I think one day it was like,
Yeah.
what am I like? Am I forcing myself to drink?
Yeah.
At this point.
It's a crazy realization to come to, right? Yeah.
It's like it was weird one day because it was like, damn. And then I was like, I want to be more present for stuff.
Man, that's real talk. Yeah.
You know, these award shows I go to, these premieres. I want to be present.
Yeah, you want
and
to
deal
be
with my anxiety a little better if that's what it is.
Confronting anxiety is
So
wild.
it was like a coping thing, you think? It would help you with your
I
anxiety?
don't know what it was, man. I think
It's
it was-
bravery, I
think
guess.
when-
Courage.
I think when drinking though, it was like it was coping, and then you know what's funny? Once you start having it where you can afford whatever you want,
Yeah.
then that's a whole nother level. Like there's no limit to it. And then you go to all these things and everything free.
It's a
So
fact.
that's even crazier. And so it's like you just got to get control of it. And for me, it was like I had like cut down, like I stopped drinking as much, but I still felt the same way. And that was weird to me. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't cut. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking.
Right. Maybe I don't need it.
Maybe I don't need it.
Yeah.
And it's been a beautiful, and it's honestly, it's so interesting too, because I didn't even realize how much calories I was putting on because of drinking all the
It's a
alcohol.
lot of sugar. Tequila got a lot of sugar, dog.
Tequila, and I was doing everything. I was like, I would have a shot of tequila and a double Tito's, and like that's
boy.
that's crazy.
That's crazy.
and it'd be separate. It would go together,
Yeah, no, like 4 shots and like 3 beers. Let's get it.
and that's crazy.
He said, let's get it. He said, let's
I
get it.
know. I need help,
No,
man.
man.
Help me, bro. Help.
No, you okay? You
We all need help.
We all need a little help, right? As a comedian, what do you think is wrong with you?
as a comedian?
Yeah.
You know something? I could be mean.
makes you funny,
I
man?
think I'm funny because I could be kind of mean. And it's funny because like I'm like nice mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like and then you and your friend, me, like our group text. If somebody ever broke in our phones, they would kick us out of Hollywood
There's some shit in there.
because we're just so it's so funny and dark. But I love that. But it's funny to us, you know what I mean?
Of
And
course,
so,
of course.
You know, if you get your group of friends, you're like, all right. Like I can't wait to see what this OJ conversation is. It started before. I don't know where it's at now. So,
Yeah, it's probably like 90 messages right
It's
now
like
in
this.
memes.
Yeah. You have to scroll up and down, bro.
What's your favorite emoji?
Oh, my favorite emoji. Oh, that's a good one. It depends, but I guess right now is the praying emoji. I use that
Praying
one
hands
a lot.
all day, yeah.
I've been using the hugging one.
I use the fist bump.
Which one's it? I have never seen none of those.
You never seen a hugging? It's the
The fist. The fist bump.
Yeah.
Which one's the fist bump? I gotta look for the fist
Yeah,
bump.
there's a fist bump.
We'll show you later, Nuggy.
Yo, all right, so we've grown now in theaters, man. Lil Rel, thank you very much for the time and energy, man. We
Thanks for
appreciate
having
it
me.
always,
Make
bro.
sure y'all check this movie out. It's so
Let
good.
them know. Absolutely. It is really good, man. And you're gonna find yourself laughing and crying and really enjoy and thinking about your own life when watching this movie. We've grown now in theaters. Let's get it, Lil Rel. Cruz Show, Real 92.3. Let's go.
Vámonos.
Yo, check out more of our YouTube interviews now, ASAP+. Download the free iHeartRadio app so you can check out the Cruz Show podcast.